Hello and welcome everyone, my name's Drewlik, we're doing PvP, and we're back to my beloved arena. Don't worry, it's actually a battleground game. I'm just presupposing this little arena game where you can watch me get kited. Kind of infuriating, just wanted to show you this real quick and then we get a very easy win and loss, I don't know. So yeah. So, Windwalker, Feral Druid, pretty bad. Now, I like to do this because this is usually the part where they stun me, so I like to jump up here. Now, I can't really click anything and I'm rooted up here. I'm like, fuck this shit, so I'm just reversing magic, breaking that root and stunning them both because that DK is getting shit on. Absolutely shit on. I don't know, he doesn't have very many big cooldowns, or maybe I didn't help him enough because I just jumped up here. And the DK is down, and now the shit show commences. So, of course, stuns me again. Now I think, yeah, now I can kill him. But then again, he's a feral, and he can heal himself, and he can run away. He goes into his bear form, and I'm incapped. And the healing begins. But fortunately, he does not know how to use a fuse on his arena partner. Like a good 2v2 team would, very much so. And I beam nothing, that's also very good. How many of you would have given up by now? Because... oh, look at this, it just feels so bad, doesn't it? And I certainly thought, well, this is lost. Okay, he's back to 1 million. But then again, I'm a Demonhunter. Never forget that. That's one of the most important things. I'm a Demonhunter. I'm OP, I can win these things. Now, here he tries to line me, but he can't really do it. In cap for half a second. And yeah, you're dead. No, again, why didn't he fuse? I really don't understand that. He could have just like, randomly fused him here. And now, of course, 3 of the Illidari comes in, and 2v1, boys. 2v1, all fucking day long. Why wouldn't I do that? And here's the battleground I so aptly promised. It just feels so incredibly satisfying to kill people in a 2v1 after they have cucked you so long, you know? Just kept you incapacitated, kept you stunned, rolled around the corner, healed themselves. Because I don't have heals. The only thing I have, I mean, I do have heals, but the only heals I have is by dealing damage, and they can just go behind the pillar and heal themselves. I envy them deeply, but I kill them anyway. So, who's the real winner? So this battleground starts off with me going onto a mage, and I'm just going completely ham, and I'm like, he should block soon. But then he just doesn't block, so he's dead. He dead. I don't know why he would do that. Forcing this guy, lots and lots of damage. And this is just to warn you, this is a faith roll battleground, and I just want to explore certain concepts with you. This is no high-level gameplay. Like this is usually what happens when you play against Russians. They just faith roll you because every single person just deals so much more damage and is so much more apt in their bindings than any given person on your team, which just makes you lose by default. You can't even do anything against that, even if you're like the best highest rated PvP player. Everyone around you just dies. Yeah. So in this case, very important, the concept I want to explore is looking at the map. So in Battlegrounds, what many people don't do is use their map correctly. So here you can see I do not go for the mining cart because there are already 4 people going there, and I mean, to be realistic, how many people could be there? So I'm kind of thinking about reinforcing, because you have to think about it this way. Somewhere the enemies have to go. They have to go somewhere. And which place that is determined by where the fighting happens. So you can kind of deduct where fighting is if people aren't talking to you in chat. I mean, very often they do, but many oftentimes they don't. So you can kind of predict movement. And here they're just, I mean, they're very scattered. So this is why I didn't really commit to either side. Here you see a classic nihilistic person that has just lost any will to live. He doesn't even dismount, he just lets it happen. His spirit is broken. And he just... I mean, I jump away from him because I expect some interesting things, but as I said, he's just a broken man. He doesn't believe in fighting anymore. He's the pacifist healer, and he dies. So yeah, that was an attempt at Gandhiing, as I would like to call it. You know, just do it, just get it over with. I just want my honor at the end of the battleground. I don't even want to play. So talking the concepts, which is looking at the map. Now I see that we are contesting the top emplacement, whatever that is called. I think is that Pandaren Mine. I think it's Pandaren Mine. So I'm going there just to help out, just to do some stuff because middle nobody's really coming except people who suicide in there. Here we have a nice little hunter, and he gets completely wrecked. Does turtle, but dies anyway. And the flag is already getting tapped, so I'm just making sure that no invis is going to come in here and interrupt him. That is, of course, not the case, so very nice. That's my Demonhunter vision, by the way. And yeah, nothing's happening. So I'm thinking about, yeah, maybe be middle. Maybe I can get someone here, commit them to a fight, so they don't. I mean, it's super useless if you are fighting anywhere else but at the encampments, and if you are fighting on the streets, it just benefits you very greatly. Because if you get 3 or 4 people here, then yeah. But again, he was another guy that kind of had given up on life, so got that going. And this is basically the rest of the entire battleground. Nothing really is happening here because we have all 3 encampments or whatever you would call that, all 3 mines. We have all 3 mines. Is it a mine? Yes, it's a mine. Who cares? It's a mine. So find myself between a rock and a hard place, or to say it more frankly, a paladin and a death knight, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't like this. I'm just going to disengage with my demon hunterly abilities. And here I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to cosplay as a ranged damage dealer. Throw my glaives in there. Maybe use an I-beam here or there, which is what I'm doing here. Don't really want to commit because I'm not that high in HP, but now I'm like, yeah, put a stun in there, kill people, use my demonic bullshit and kill everyone, as I usually do, and they both die. Yay! I mean, I wasn't alone here. Two more people. A healer was in there as well, so you're appreciated. And it's going incredibly well, of course. So we have 760 resources, so we already have half. Middle is getting... he can't stop... he can't stop casting Greater Pyroblast. I think that's his mission in this battleground. I think that's the only thing he really wants to do, is just cast Greater Pyroblast. So he gets into his ice block, and yeah, don't worry, I have not forgotten you. I know what this guy's up to. I tried to attack him here with the appropriate fly time, but it didn't work out. He was still immune. Now he does the interesting thing, roots me in here, very well done, does deal an impressive amount of damage, to be quite honest, but not enough. Not enough to win against a Frost Decay and a Demon Hunter. There's really nothing else to say. It's just slaughter at this point. And I always try to like find interesting games to show. This is not one of these. Like either way, I really don't like showcasing wins all the time anyway, because it just looks like I want to look good, and that's actually not the case. I just look for interesting situations, and this kind of is an interesting situation. Look, 4 people all in one place, and they just all get completely fucking destroyed because of AoE. That's an interesting situation, kind of. Now you can see me like us there. I don't know, what's that? I think we're 2 people, 3 people, and we're in a 2 or 3 v7 or something, and this guy just dies because he does the same move as me, but he just does it worse. And I kill another one, and I'm like, this should have been the moment where I think to myself, I should probably disengage this, but I get kind of greedy. I want this, I want extra damage, and I die. Can't really do anything against that if there are 4 people on me. But as this one death occurs... How could this happen to me? I made my mistake. And I miss it by 1 fucking second. Who actually does that? Why is it 30 seconds on respawn? Anyways, we win shortly after, so it's to no avail. My name is Drewlik, you've been watching Drewlik PvP, and as always, have a good one.